Hello everyone and welcome to Crossims. Today on the channel we are attempting Lilsimsie's circular shell challenge. If you don't know what shell challenge is, a challenge in the Sims 4 where someone uploads a certain structure into the gallery and then you download that structure and you have to work around all the original walls. You cannot change any of the original walls. You just have to build around them and you have to do something new with the structure. And I thought it would be fun to try a shell challenge. This is my first shell challenge. I've never done one before, and I thought it would be fun to do this circular shell because I've also never worked with the circular walls before. I was afraid to have the update in my game because if you don't know, the update was messing up save files with the short lifespan and the long lifespan, and I have a few saves in long lifespan, and so I was afraid to get this update, and they just fixed it. So I decided to do the shell challenge because I was actually so excited to work with the circular walls, which is a shame because they are very glitchy. I was trying to do a, a public pool. That's what I decided to do with this challenge. But it was very hard because you have to follow a certain layout with these round walls because round because they keep glitching the original walls. You cannot put walls or any object just anywhere. It has to be very specific. So I decided that I was going to do the public pool, and I got a lot of footage of the game glitching and me just not knowing how to use these walls because I didn't want to bore anyone. And the story I wanted to make with this build was that someone real in Oasis Springs really loves Solani, and they are so obsessed with it that they build a public pool based on Solani and the architecture in that beach. So I was using my a lot of island living and the base game. And my original idea was to just use island living and the base game. But when I uploaded the game to I'm sorry, when I uploaded the build to the gallery, I found out that I used a table from Snow Escape, and I also used that thing where your Sims can jump into the pool and do a lot of cool jumps. That's from Get Together. I thought it was base game for some reason, and I was actually very lazy because you can use the a page that James Turner has, and you can disable all of the packs you don't want to use, and then you just copy that code into your game, and you will be able to play only with the packs of your choosing. But I was actually very lazy and I decided not to do it. I told myself, no, it's fine. I'm not going to use any other packs. I'll just filter by I love living and the base game. And suddenly I forgot. I had to close my game and reopen it. So my filter was gone and I didn't check again. So you're going to see those two objects, but if you want to get it from the gallery and you only have Island Living and the base game, the only thing that are going to disappear are the table on the hallway and that thing from Get Together. Apart from that, you will be able to play with everything. I know it's very frustrating when you want to get a good build from the gallery and it has a ton of packs. I don't have a lot of the stuff packs, so I always have missing stuff from the buildings I get. But you're going to be able to play with it if you have only that one pack. And I wanted to bring Sulani to Oasis Springs and I wanted this build to be family friendly. I wanted to give toddler and children rights because toddlers and children don't have any rights in The Sims 4. I feel like almost none of the buildings have stuff for them. Maybe a park will have monkey bars and swings for children, but they won't have parties for the toddlers or anything. So I really wanted to have parties and the swings and that ship thingy for the children to play with. I wanted to be able to bring my Sims families in here, and I thought this was pretty easy considering how glitchy the walls are. I was able to fiddle with them, with the walls, and to place stuff inside of them because I've seen people who are just not able to do that because the game keeps glitching and it won't let you put stuff on the floor. It would float the cabinets and other things to the ceiling. So I was very grateful that my game was allowing me to play, but I wish we had a more permanent solution because almost everything the the Sims community releases is glitch. And I hope the circle walls will be fixed in the future because I think they are a pretty cool tool. I'm a very big fan of weird builds with weird shapes like hexagons and circles, so I would like to use them a little bit more. So I was talking through the whole speed build, but I just wanted to make something very tropical, very nice, and now the I just finished building it. It didn't took me a lot of time. It took me like 50 minutes, I think. Just when I figured out the layout and when I figured out how to work with these round walls. So I'm just going to bring a sim here and I'm going to give you a tour. This is Solani. I'm sorry, this is Oasis Springs. We are on springtime. And as you can see, the building is pretty small because you can make it any bigger with these round walls. And you come in and there are two bathrooms that are basically the same. You have a toilet potty if you want to bring your toddlers here. And I could only use those tiny windows from Island Living because all the other windows were glitching. They looked black and horrible, so I had to make do with those tiny windows. And you have a little hall and you have a bar with a few tables. You also have the showers, the lockers, and a little couch for your Sims to change. Obviously, they're not going to change here, they're just going to take a shower and they're going to come out as new. But I wanted to imagine that you could change, and outside, I just put two grills and I put a few trash cans and some recliner and some tables with the umbrellas because I thought it would be nice to bring your Sims here and have them tan or sleep under the sun if you have seasons. So this is the outside. I wanted to use a pretty big pool, and since the lot is just a 30 by 20, is very small. I couldn't add a lot of things, but I thought that made it very cozy, and I prefer to play in small spaces because I constantly lose my Sims, and also because I play in Mac, unfortunately. So the game is always glitching and crashing if I have big lots with a lot of floors and stuff. So I really wanted to make something small that my computer could handle. And if my computer can handle it, if you want to download it, I trust that your computer will be able to handle it because mine is horrible with the game. It crashes a lot. So if I can play with it, you can play with it. And here I just have Bella do a cannonball and she flopped. Of course she's going to flop. She's embarrassed and she's going to ruin my screenshots. But anyway, that's the whole build. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for Lilsimsie to because she's always making all of these shells that are very cool, and I think I'll be trying to do them more often. I did this one because it was pretty small, and I thought it would take me just a little bit of time, and it did, and I decided to record it. I hope you enjoyed it and that you will join me in more speed builds that I will be posting on The Sims 4 on this channel. And I hope you have a great day and that you like this video and that you subscribe to the channel. Bye!